Morning, morning, morning. This is Fire Grove. Welcome. It's Sunday morning. Um, uh, the last time I was on, I planted some oak trees. This is all pine trees, but as you can see, I planted some oak trees up through just to give it a little different variation of different type of trees other than just pine trees. Uh, and my crops are growing, as you can see. My wheat is growing. I'm going to We cut grass. Me and another guy, he got on with me last night. His name is Firefighter 18. He's a volunteer fireman where he lives. I can't remember what state where he's from. But him and I, we hang out on this map, on this game. He helps me, I go help him. We had another guy or two that was playing on the game with us, but they have not been on in several days with us over here. So it's basically him and I doing this right now. Um, this is my basic farm. I'm not building all these great big old buildings. I'll go show you what I did. I built on this series. I built farm, two other farms. One's going to be a grass. They're both. I'm going to use them for grass, but as you can see how I got this down here, the grain silos and stuff like that. I got canola in two fields here. I am going to eventually come in and I may do it this episode. I might break it down in two episodes because my videos usually run hour long the way it's set up. I may plow up all of this. I might make it one great big field, or I might do like I did over here and make two separate fields. I don't know. It's pretty good size, especially down there where it widens out. I might make it two fields. I mean, I don't know yet. I'll play it by ear and go from there because this goes narrower. The more I go this way, the more narrow this gets. Because I'd like to plant some corn or soybeans or something like that. Which it's February right now. We've been cutting some grass, so as you can see over there, as you can see it over there, it's grass cut. That grass is okay. Right, as you can see, there's one farm right over there. That's my Uncle Albie's farm. He's got a lake in real life at the farm he lives on. It's over 100 acres. Um, but since that's a lake over there on the other side, I thought, well, this is not exactly like his, but it's pretty close. He's got an old house, a shed. He's got a trailer, so I put a trailer in there. And I got a road that goes down, as you can kind of see it a little bit over there. I'll take you over and let you look at it, how it lays out. If you've not watched any of my videos or seen how I done it. And I planted some hickory trees, little hickory grove right there. Since we had that little corner, I was like, what can I do with that? Well, I planted some more hickory trees. I put them out there. It's going to give, once we get through the winter side of all this, it will brighten up the trees, look better. But here we cut grass. Me and Firefighter, we cut grass on both sides of it. This is just old field grass. We didn't plow it up. We did not plant actual grass. We're just using field grass right now. I'm gonna make some of this, turn some of this into hay. So I'm gonna get a tether. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm gonna wait till he comes back on with me, and then him and I are gonna work this field together. One's gonna tether it, then one's gonna, while the other person windrows it, then come back and bale it. I'm gonna use square bales because I'm gonna use it for the cows. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna use it for the cows because I have a cow barn. That's Uncle Avery's place right over there. Uncle Avery and Aunt Catherine's place right in front of us, right there. The house is not the right house because the house that they have in real life, that Uncle Avery still has in real life, is a brick house, single-story brick house, and we don't have that option here on this game. So, at least not for console. They might have it for PC, I don't know. But for console, they don't have the brick house like that, single story. So I just put him down over here, because you got the valley down in the flat. In real life, Uncle Avery's place comes off a highway, off an actual highway. I could make this into a highway right here, but Uncle Albie's place over here comes off a gravel road. So I mean, I could, for just this little bit right here, pave this as a highway, just so it'd be a highway, but I don't want to do that. All the way to the bridge. You see what I'm saying? I could do that. Well, you got a highway. That way his place comes off a highway, but I placed his old red barn. I built the fence and all that stuff. We bought the mowers and mowed this, and then we cut all this out here. It's going to be grass and hay. So, but we're going to go up to Uncle Albie's place, and I'll bring you back here because I need to check on the cows anyway. Because Uncle Avery had cows and horses. I need to put him some horses out here too. At least a couple of horses, because he had horses too. When I was a kid and teenager, and up into my 20s, he still had horses. So, I don't think he has them anymore. I don't think he has cow. He don't have cows and horses anymore. I don't think. He's got rid of all those. But we'll come back and I'll show you that, and then we're going to do something else. Now I know it's February, but I think we're going to go ahead and at least plow the ground up. Where I want to create fields, create a couple fields. Oh, we got grass right back here too. I own up this hill, but that's going to be a pain in the butt. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do with that hill on the side. I might put a couple oaks around this. Out in, because there's a lot of pine here. The problem is, one of the guys that came on to play the game with us, he's got all the trees locked in for, okay, we're going to the backside of the farm. See, I did all the, anyway, he got all the trees locked down he bought up under my account here on here, because he wanted to do a sawmill and all that crap. Well, them guys ain't been on, so I might just, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this is Uncle Albie's place that I tried to do. It's not exactly, it's not, because in real life he had a whole bunch of trees. You had to come down across a little branch and all that. We're gonna go to the backside and I'll show you where it stops at. I'll show you the lake. We cut the grass over there. This is the only way to get these places that I'm placing and portraying on this map, like Uncle Albie's place, Uncle Avery and Aunt Catherine's place, like Grandma and Grandpa's place I grew up, Uncle Cliff's place, Uncle Albie's other place that he had up on the hill behind Grandma and Grandpa's. That was a brick house. Also, I got a gate right there. I could come in this road right there and stuff. I need to cut this grass too, field grass. But anyhow, I'm gonna turn around right here. I own property on the other side too, I think. But to really get it exactly the way things are or were when I was a kid and a teenager and up in my 20s before I left. Whoa, hey, what am I doing running in the road down here? I'm gonna drive, I would have to create a map, an actual map like that. And it would be a lot of woods and fields and stuff like that. We did a lot of hay. We'd go help Leroy Hefner and them do a lot of hay. Pick the square bales of hay out of the field and put them in the barn. Stuff like that. We got money for that. He paid us for that. Okay, now we're coming into Uncle Albie's place here. I placed these oak trees. I put a couple of hickory trees down here too. That's the sheep barn right there. That's not the exact place from real life, because the actual sheep barn is straight across from to the right from the old house up in the field, just up from the mobile home down there, the trailer. But I didn't like that where it was at, So I put it up here on the hill. So that's what I like about this map. You can make it the way you want it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and I put a little dirt, little path here to come up. There's no sheep right here right now. I just put the building up here. Uh, I don't know if I want to put sheep, but that's an option. And I use that old building right there as an old sheep barn also. He updated to this newer building, brand new building, so that's what we put up there. And let's see, did we do anything up here? No. I might put some oaks up there, I don't know. Or put a little hickory patch up there. Because I've been placing oak patches and hickory patches throughout the map on mine. And I put right here on the hill, as you can see, the old tractor, his old International tractor that it quit working. This is in the mod pack where placeable items, they don't run or nothing. You can just place them. They don't do anything. The only function is just there. So I used that as one of the old International tractors he had. Okay, I had to quit working. He meant to work on it, get it fixed, and it just quit right there. So that's where we put it. That's a masterpiece of the farm. And I thought, well, what a good place to put that, right there in the rocks. So I put him some oak trees along the side here. That's a path that goes down to the lake. We'll drive down there in a minute. I'm not getting done what I wanted to get done yet, but I'm just showing you all around if you want to look. There's some more oak trees. He's got a couple of hickory trees out here. Here's the old house, two-story house. What the story of his place is that he bought longer than 20 years ago now. Probably 30 years ago. I don't remember what year he bought the old place. It was called the Old Underwood Place. It had an old house, and he moved the old house because he has a dozer and track hoe, backhoe, and all that stuff. He has all that heavy equipment. And he moved the old house to the current location, which is right here, like this. I turned the house to have the front of the house like this. Because I like that. I didn't want it looking back towards the little shed here. I wanted it looking right here. Now the shed may not be an exact spot. It could be to the left more, down in the field a little bit more, but that's okay. I'll put it there. He's got a whole bunch of, and I placed a couple rocks here, put a couple oaks and stuff out here, and I put him a shed out here. Let's get out and look. Got him a little small windrow. He has older tractors. He don't have the new fandangled tractors unless he got one now. But he had the old farmalls, and old farmalls are what I grew up on. But since Case, International, Farmall, them tractors are all different time periods. Because they quit making Farmall tractors, the old Farmall tractors, cabless tractors, back in the 50s, I believe it was. Then they started coming out with the IH International Harvester. They would say International Harvester on it, and I have one right here. It says Case International on it. Okay. That's what the IH on your tractors stand for, is International Harvester. Okay. Farmall was owned by International Harvester as well. Just like Case. And you'll have some tractors that say Case International. Some just say International Harvester on them. Some say, some of your old Farmall tractors had Farmall IH on them as well. Then Case did a series of bringing back the Farmall tractors, which I wish I had that. Some of those. But they actually built some of the old, wait a minute, I do. So there is some newer ones. Let me go show you in the map. I mean, the store. There is some that, where are they at? I don't remember. Is it small ones? Because I remember that they had, not Massey, Case is what I'm looking for. Case right there. Maxim series. That's your Maxim series. Case IH. See, they still putting IH on there on your old case, on your newer cases. But the Maxim series and all that has to do with. See, there's the older tractor. There's the Case Agricultural Maxim series, Fender series. See, that's another one. There's 115. That's the same as. Whoop, same as that one. It's just something's a little different about that. Then you got your John Deeres. Now, we had some John Deeres around too, some of the other farms, but we did the old farmhouse. And then went, Uncle Avery, I believe, had the internationals. He had the internationals, I believe. He might have had an old John Deere too. I can't remember now. It's been so long ago. Where's Case on this one? Is there no Case medium tractors? There's all a bunch of them. Yeah, they are right there. The Puma 140. There were some that. I want to zoom in. I'd have to do the research which exact Case tractors was the series. There's 7210. That, look at the front end of that. That's early 90s. That's an early 90 tractor right there. 92 to 94, something like that. It is 170 horsepower. Oh, wait a minute, you can change it. 261 horsepower. Yep. It's the Puma series. Pro series, actually. So I would change that to that. But if I was going to use that one for a medium tractor. See, and then you got this one, 7200 series, which I have that one on both Uncle Alvy and Uncle Avery's farms. I'm pretty partial to Case and stuff with the red tractors. Can't help it. I grew up on farmhouse. Then you got the large tractors. You got a Case right here. It's a Magnum. But Case brought back a series of Farmall tractors. It said Case on them, but they also had Farmall on them as well. Case Farmall. I have to look that up again. What years they did that? It was the newer years, but what years they actually did that, and what actual tractors they did that on. So, I like that tractor right there. Ready? You can change the 435 horsepower. Heck yeah. That's what I have. I have one of those. Oops. See, your Massey will go up to 405. I almost did a series on Massey's. I was going to do a series on this Massey, but then I wound up getting the freaking Case again. I keep reverting back to Case. But the old harvesters, I wish they had old harvesters. They have T560. What year? I don't know what year that was. Anyhow, they have an old harvester here, the New Holland. If you look at the back of that, that's an older harvester. I'd have to actually look up the TX32, what year that was. Matter of fact, I'm going to look that up now and I'll tell y'all. New Holland TX32. I will look that up now and I'll tell y'all while we're on here. I got too many daggum things going on here. I don't want the side panel. Alright, let's look up here. New Holland. New Holland, what is it, TX 32. What year? When was the New Holland TX32 made? Oh, this is an older one too. So that combine harvester right there, the New Holland TX32 combine, we call them a combine, but a harvester, that one right there, I could tell by the back, square back end that it was an older one, but I wasn't sure what years. The TX32 online says, uh, it was years of production, the 1987 to 1990. No, the TX30s was 1987, 1994. The New Holland TX32, 1988 to 1994. Engine manufacturer, it has a Ford engine in it, in that combine. Engine model type 666 HT. Engine displacement is 6,600. This is the actual specs on that. Alrighty. That's cool. So if you want to use an older combine, if you're doing late 80s, early 90s series, you've got to use that combine for us on console because we don't really have no older stuff for as combines go. You got all these newer combines. When was this John Deere made? Looking at the back of it, that's a newer John Deere. You can tell that. But that some gun there's got tracks on it. We don't want tracks on them. Well, I don't like tracks on them. That's got a. When was this made? I don't know. Let's see if you look at the back end of all these John Deeres. That's a newer one. The case. That's newer. Klaus. Newer. This John Deere. This case. Newer. T560. When was that one done? Let me look up the T560 John Deere. See what year that one was done. And look at it. Could I do my research on these, which ones I want to use? T560 Harvester, John Deere Combine. Alright, specification, how much? Which tractor, how much? Alright, there's the specification data sheet on it. Let's take a look at it. Get off of there. I don't want to know all that mess. Give me the damn shit what I'm looking for here. I don't want to know all this other crap. I want to know when that combine was made. Alright. I don't want to know the ones for sale. Specifications, knucklehead. Specs. T560. The John Deere T560 Combine. Oh, 2016. Really? That's still a newer one. Okay, that's not as old as I thought it was. Alright. That's a newer one, 2016. 2016. So your older one, for what we have, is going to be the New Holland. So if you want to do for console, if you want to do older series tractors, late 80s, early 90s series, and keep your equipment that, you'd have to get the New Holland TX32. Then your tractors, you know, your trucks, you get the Max, and you get the Lizard over here, Lizard Motor TLX, which is a Freightliner. It says Phoenix, but it's a Freightliner. Looking at it, that's your older ones. Your tractors, your large tractors. Let's see. There is no older large tractor on here. Okay. So you go to medium tractor. You start with the medium tractors. If you want to do Case series or John Deere, you could do John Deere 7810, 4755. You could do Massey Ferguson 3670. All these late 80s, early 90s. Let me go. Here we go. Where are we at? Come back here. Your Case Traction King series tractor. Your Case 7200 Pro series tractor. Your 7200 series Case, there it is, for 88,000. Your John Deere 4755. Your John Deere 4755 US two-wheel drive. Your John Deere 4755 EU. Dang. EU two-wheel drive. Then we'll drop down here. That's all in the medium tractors. Let's drop down to small tractors. Then you got these older, these two right here. But drop down, you got your Bauer. Well, I don't know how you say that green and yellow summer gun with no cab on it. Then you got your Fendt. That's it. Look at the front end, square boxing front end. That's going to be the same time period as some other older tractors. You've got that one you could use. For them time period, you got your Steyr square, that red and white tractor, square boxy front end. That's the same time period. You got your smaller Case 1455 XL. It is 145 horsepower. I got that on the farm. You got your John Deere. These are small tractors. 6300. You got your John Deere 6300 as well. There's two of those. What's the difference? 105 horsepower, both of them. What? It makes no sense. And that's it on those. Okay. Alright, now let's go back here. Here's 1455 I was telling you about. Here's the 7150 that I was telling you about. Okay, and he's got the older little tractor here. He uses this one for his garden. He ain't got ready for a garden. He's got a little windrow here. He don't have a tedder. We'll have to get him a tedder. But he's just going to do grass. He's going to feed it to his sheep. He's not making bales out of it. He could. He's got this little old thing here. That takes forever to do, but that's what he's got. Anyhow, we'll dress right around here. I know the video is almost done, probably. We ain't got much done, just talking about. And I like the older series anyway. Let's go down here, come make a left. We're gonna go down to the trailer. Here's this trailer. I was gonna place a couple of vehicles here. Of course you can't drive or nothing. But I might place him in a truck. But we don't have that many pickups, different types of pickups to choose from here in console. So we don't have a Ford or Chevy or Dodges or anything. And I wish they would put them on here. They have them for Mr. Road for PC, but I haven't seen them come out yet with them for console. And we already started cutting a little bit of grass down here, as you can see. Not much. I also got him a, my uncle was in heavy equipment a lot, I got him this New Holland. It's a place down here. It runs. You can drive it. You can use it. You can scoop up dirt, grass, whatever you want to do. Uh, I might make grass piles and use this as to dump it into the sheep pen if we ever do decide to do sheep or wool or anything. Because they take grass or hay, either one. Uh, so this one, I just leave it down here by the rock. Uh, so, and I can use it. I leave it here anyway. And I ain't decided. I might put a little picnic bench out here or something. But I put a couple more trees out here, as you can see. Let's walk over here. There's some oak trees I planted in here. And one thing I've noticed, if you do not have any deer on your map, say you start this map out and you don't never see no deer, there's a deer right there. When I started this map originally, I didn't see no deer. No deer at all. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. Then I started placing trees and then deer just magically started popping up. So make little forests like this and you'll start seeing deer run around. It's pretty cool how they make that, right? Even though they had trees on here. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. I'm eventually gonna cut all of this out for grass. And we'll see if the grass grows back in the field grass like this or if it just stays cut. I don't know if it will or not. That's an experiment I'm trying to do. But okay, that's Uncle Albie's place. Uncle Albie's place. Go back up the hill. In real life, you gotta come through the gate. There's a gate here. I took it out as far as getting equipment in. I have not placed it back yet. I will eventually, because you gotta open the gate to come in once you get them off the road, and then you go down in a little creek. It's got gravel and stuff in it. A little creek, little branch. Sometimes got water in it. Drive across it, and then you go down the valley. Then you go back up the hill and around to the house. Like I said, this is not exactly the way it was or is even now, so that's okay. Do I own this part right here? Let me see. Where I am on the map. Where am I? I am right there. Yes, I own all that. Okay, cool. So all this to the left right here, I can cut grass out of that because I do not want to place no buildings there. The way that ground slopes real bad, I could just cut grass and make hay out of that. I don't know. I'll do something with that. Like I said, I originally started career mode on this, but I opened this up. I can still do career mode on it, and I think it will pop up like this. We cut this grass, last night, and he'll be back on eventually, probably later on today. I bet he's spending time with his wife and kids. His girlfriend and kids. And I don't blame him. I would too. Do we own any of this right here? Let's pull the map up. Take a look. See. Where am I? Right here. 37. I own 37 and 22. So left of the road. So there's this little corner right here to the right I own. And then everything. Well, not everything left of the road. Some of it left of the road. That would make a good. See how wide that is. That'd make a good field. But I'm not going to worry about it right at the moment. Yeah, we're still in. Let me drive up to where... Trying to see where the line is. There it is. There's the line. I'm at the line. So if I turn the truck to the left right there, I would have to buy the other parcel of property right there to get access. I'd have to buy block 35 to get access, and I might do that because that ties up this bottom end for me, and that will tie up the block end. Now the other buddy, the firefighter, he bought all of this, And it's pretty much him and I playing on this map. There was a young man that came in, he bought this, started my farm over there, but he ain't been on. And the guy that bought up all these little plots here with the trees, because he wants to cut these out, he's not been on either. So, but I told Firefighter last night, if these guys don't come on, we may, I might sell them pieces and let him buy all that. You know, let him buy up all the rest of this that's not bought right here. I bought block 27 because there's a fire station there, right there, as you can see. I built a fire station. I'll probably build another one down here somewhere because there's too many vehicles inside that fire department right there. I'll bring some of those down here, wherever I decide to put it. But I'm gonna let Firefighter and I decide that because this is a map him and I play together. Because he's been the consistent one that comes and plays. When he's on, he'll come over and help me. He's been the one that's consistent the most. So, we will see. So, I'll let him and I, so we're going to split the map, basically. See, there's a lot of open ground over there that could be done a lot with. So, I'm going to come back down here. Let me take a look. Because I'm looking at creating some more fields. Let me see how this looks. This rolls down the hill right here. I mean, this really drops big time. All right, let me look. Where am I at? 29. I have 29. I might go ahead and buy 35 and 19. That way I have all the lower corner. That'd be plenty for me. Plenty for me. And then he could have all the northern corner. He could have from that point up for the most part. That's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Because what could I do with this? Could I go ahead and plant? Would I go ahead and plant corn in this? You could. It's a hillside. We planted corn and stuff in hills because that's how we grew up in the country. Who owns that up there on the hill? Do I own that? I own that. So I got buildings up there. Yeah, I never got rid of them. Alright, I want to be... I don't know what to do with this. I could sell them houses, but I got plenty of damn money. I mean buildings, I got plenty of money. I don't want to build a house up here though. I could, but I don't want to. Alright, so at this point, let me see where I'm at here, how this lays out. On the map. Okay, I'm on the road, so basically the road south is where I own right now. Where I'm at, so I don't need to look to the property to the left. If he buys that, that's going to be his. I'm going to let him buy all that grassland and all that. When he comes on, I told him to buy all that if he wants to. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Could that be plenty for me? I'm going to buy 19 and 35. That locks up this whole corner down here for me. He can buy 17, 3, 2, 12, 13, 1, whatever number that is. 11. I think it's 11. Yeah, 11, 26. And then whatever we want to do with all this over here. I have the more flatter land of all this down here. That's down here. But I could help him cut grass or build a cattle farm or whatever he wants to do. A horse farm. He was talking about doing a horse farm. Hang on. Right. But we'll see. So let me see how this lays out. I'm not gonna do nothing with that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that, I think. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and buy 19. Whoops. Buy 19. And that. Yep. There, I've got them 5 blocks. So from the south of the map to the north of the map, it is broken down in 10 block sections going up the map. And it's random going across because you could have more going across, more going whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 5 wide by 10. Your map is 10 blocks deep, 5 blocks wide. So if you have 2 people playing multiplayer, you can split it up and have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 blocks each. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there's 50 blocks, 50 different parcels of land, block parcels of land that you can buy on this map. So I'll just leave it like that and go from there. So now we own, okay, come here, from this road I'm on, right here, this little dirt path road I'm on, I do not own anything left. I don't own anything north of this road. All my property is from this road south, over there, and east and west. That's all of my property. Bam. North, south, east, and west. Okay? And if this road went straight across, you know, through all the way across, you would see what I was talking about, but it don't. But in all actuality, my property line goes just barely north of the pond. That's the way I'm trying to do it. But the other guy that comes in wanted to do all the logging, which he ain't been on, he popped in for a little bit and then left the other day. He bought up these 2 pieces right here. These 5 because of the trees. He wants to cut all that out. I don't care for the logging. If you want to do logging, do it on a actual logging map. Don't do it on this. Because I'm planting trees to give. So let's see here. See, I own that too, over to there. Let me look how far across. Alright, take the road up. You take that road up to, there's the pond, to basically just behind the pond. So you take this road, go basically straight across behind that pond, that angle. So I'll probably create a field right here, little bitty field, but I don't know yet. Anyhow, I want to get some plowing done. So I own this now. Yep. I own block 19 and 35. So I can do something here. I can either cut it grass off of it or turn it into a small field of I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna go on this other side. I'm gonna create another field over there. So I want to get that corner of my farm locked down of what I'm doing with it. So therefore, as you can see, there's my farm here. I love this, the old style, the old barns. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't like them new fandangled barns. I don't like it. I like the old, whether they got paint on them or not. I like these old barns. Okay, I'm gonna get my big tractor out right there and hook up to the plow, and I'm gonna go plowing. I'm gonna create a field. I'm gonna grab this one right here. How's the fuel level on it? Dadgum thing all right? Where's my plow? Where's my plow? Right here. See, I would use the old plows like we used to use, but since they come out, here now. Since they come out with these daggum things, I like these. And that's what I'd rather use. Here we go. We're gonna go. Let's check the canola. What's the level of this canola right here? It is growing 93%, 88% fertilized. When do I need to refertilize? Let's see. Because I have the planter that fertilizes when canola. I can start harvesting in July or somewhere in that neighborhood. So now I'm going to refertilize April, May, somewhere in there, the second fertilization, a couple months before I harvest the canola. Then we'll probably, I don't know, I might, I don't know. I got canola in these two fields. I might do some weeding in these two. I don't know yet. Anyhow, let's go over here. Where's my tractor? There it is. Come on, go. Take you a minute to go there. Alright, I'm gonna go down here. Let's see how big this daggum area is. That's pretty damn good size. So do I want to do the whole thing in it or not? That'd be one humongous long field, I'm telling you that right now. These two here are pretty good size for canola. Let me look here. But that gets narrow. Do I want to do one great big humongous field? Let me look here. I do not know yet, because it's going to be lots of work. Lots of work. Do I want to do... at one point I thought about doing cows here, but then once I built, had to plan the building Uncle Avery's farm over there. That's where I did the cows. So therefore, that really gets narrow. I don't know. Let me drive over there, cause that gets narrow. Right here, we're at the river already. Let me drive up here and take a look. You know what I will do? I think I'm gonna cut the field off about right here, cause this gets narrow, real narrow. Now I'll leave that little section to, I don't know, do something with. I'm just gonna cut the field off. I don't want it right on the freaking edge, Joe. It could be pretty close. Unfold plow. I'll see what this looks like, and then I could, I'll decide if I want to expand it more here in a little bit. I don't want right on the edge of that river. I want to be able to make a pass with the mower down through there. Lower pile. Crayfield, boom. There we go. I don't even know if this is going to be even straight. It's hard to tell. I know it's not, I'm not planting nothing right now. I'm just creating the field. That's all I'm doing. Trying to get something figured out what I want to do here. This is not very wide here, so. Oh yeah, if you look at that, compared to that, I mean, that's just not very wide. I mean, the more you go that way, the real narrow it gets. And I don't want to be narrow trying to farm that. I could use that for something up there. What, I don't know, but I could use it for something. Now I'm going to take and go right down the edge of the road. Like that. I can't hire a worker yet because I don't have a field created just yet here. I'm working on that now. We'll see what happens here. Now after I get fields created, because it's freshly plowed ground on grass fields, then after that, once you got a complete field created, then you can hire a worker for doing all your other stuff, your liming, your cultivating, all of that stuff. Go straight, go straight, go straight. Keep a straight line if you can. Yeah, it's going to be a big field here. I have a feeling, even now. That's okay. We need a big field. Need a big field, need a big field. And I am not going to go exactly 100% all the way to the edge here, because I want to leave room for turning around. When you've got equipment, I want to leave room to turn around here. So I think that's probably going to be good, because when you come to the end of the field, you need to be able to turn around with your combine, your truck and trailers, without running into all this other stuff. So I'm going to stop that right there, I believe. And then I'm going to go yeah, I'm planning to do it. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.